niggas in the hood trying to get they rocks off. I put that on everything like hot sauce. I'm not soft, rock solid, hydraulic, so brolic, smoke chronic. A bitch, this the West Coast, home of the best Joe. Foot on the gas, I'm petrol. This a motherfucking death blow. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your man Royalty. We're here today, and we're back with another podcast episode. Next to me is the lovely
Lay the Bae. Y'all already know what's up. How y'all doing?
And we're giving you that raw,
educated
analysis
of life.
And today we have a fantastic guest for you, and we're going to bring him in right now. Today our guest is Danny Mulla.
Mulla, baby. Mulla.
Good morning. All about the Benjamins.
Baby.
I could dig it. Danny Mulla actually reached out to me. He's one of the first people that reached out to me via Instagram about being on the podcast. And, you know, we real here, so we welcome everybody. So
this is what I'm talking about, baby. Networking, coming together, using the platform for what it's supposed to be used for, not all this bubblegum shit.
Facts.
Yes, ma'am. That's a fact.
So Danny Mulla is a hip hop artist. You're based out of New York, right?
Yes, sir.
What borough?
I'm from the Bronx, BX. South Bronx, exactly.
I was born in the Bronx. I was raised in Brooklyn. So.
Shit.
Okay, that's what's up. Y'all gotta be outnumbered here. Two New Yorkians right here to the one West Coast cat.
It's okay. It's all love, baby. Spread love. That's the Brooklyn way.
That's a fact.
So, one of the first questions I have for you, brother, how did you get into hip hop, and how long have you been rapping? Like,
well, I've been into hip hop since like I would say about the age of like 15, 14. I liked a lot of people like DMX, Tupac, Biggie, and then the newest school, which is still old school to us, which is like Jadakiss and all of them. And I watch battle rap.
Okay.
Another.
Yeah. So the way they rap and stuff, I liked it. You feel me? But the only thing is, that's not something I can partake in. Like I salute everybody who battle rap and stuff, but like I don't have the patience for that. You feel me? So, but it's very. It's like it takes a lot, you know, because they're very creative. So, I've been taking music. Well, I've been doing music for about a year and a half now. I've been taking music serious for about a year.
Do you record yourself, or do you go to a studio, or what?
I go to a studio. I'm now learning how to record myself. So like pretty soon I want to make it my bucket list, like before the end of this year or while the year is ending, I'll be able to record myself and get something out there.
That's dope. That's dope. That's
let me ask. Oh, I'm sorry, Roy. You want to go ahead?
I was just gonna say that's what it took for me to really get my music out there is recording myself, and so like cutting out the middleman, bro, is very important.
Yeah, that's what I'm really trying to do. Cut out the middleman. You feel me? I'm trying to do this all by myself. Although it's very hard, but
it is.
I don't know. It's like being able to say I did this and I put my time into doing this and I sat down and you feel me, made this craft to my art to handle my fans and stuff. So
right,
I would like to accomplish that.
That's dope.
I was gonna say, because you mentioned earlier about, you know, being a battle rap lover, and so are we. We love battle rap. We love the culture. What do you think are some of the similarities and differences between those two worlds, but under the same umbrella of hip hop as one culture?
Creativity. The way you word words, like double entendres, double meaning behind words, you know. So it's it's very inspiring when to find out that someone came up with that type of material by themselves. You feel me? And then they have to sit down and learn all that and recite it. So ain't no mess ups. If they do mess up, you got to be able to recalibrate. So for not saying I wouldn't limit myself to anything, but I know it's not something I wouldn't be able to do, but I've been learning. Like, I'm a student of it.
Okay.
That's dope. Who are some of your favorite battle rappers?
I got mainstream artists and then underground. So I would say like Swamp, DC Young Banger, DC Banger, Sue Surf, Tay Rock, Chess,
Free to Wave,
Steams,
right?
Word, Free to Wave. Who else? They got so many more. Swamp, Steams, Prezi.
I have not seen.
I can keep going.
I have not seen Steams or Prezi battle in a little while. In a while.
Yeah. Prezi battled. Nah, Prezi had 2 recent battles. He had a battle for his title, coming back, and then he just had a recent battle, I think, with a female.
Oh, we need to catch up, Roy.
Oh, for real, we need to catch up. I didn't even know. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
We thought niggas was gone.
For real.
Nah,
for real.
they not going. They not
Okay.
going. They on a different platform. He's not on the normal platform. I think he's on We Go Hard. I think it's We Go Hard.
Okay,
and I mess with everybody who on We Go Hard.
Okay, that's what's up. We Go Hard. That's where Chess came from and Steams came from. Like they put on a lot of cats, and they based out of New York.
That's from New York. Too, right? They from New York. Yeah, they're from New York.
Have you been to any of the events before?
No, only because like last minute thing. But I do have an event I'm going to. That I'm planning to go to. If everything
Bro, I tell everybody that if you haven't been to a battle rap event and you love battle rap, it'll make you love it even more being in that environment, because
it's just the only thing is that like everybody who I really want to see is like kind of mainstream and kind of cocky a little bit. So it's like if
the
I
Hollywood
go in person, like it's like not even. It's like if I go in person, like I want that energy that I see behind the TV.
Right.
So if I go and it's like they be messing up and this, that, and the third, like I want to go to a chess battle, but you know, chess be doing what he be doing, but he good though. He nice. He dead nice, but I don't have time to like go through that.
Yeah, we definitely understand, because we spoke about that too, about with Flames, about not being able.
Let's see if we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. All right, you
so
good?
You know, we was talking to Flames about that, about not giving 100% and disappointing the fans. So for you to say that just says a lot about, you know, the conversation that we were having.
And I think it would upset me to pay my hard-earned money to go to a battle rap event. That'd be like going to a concert. You know, you go to, like you said, you like Jadakiss concert, and man forget his lyrics halfway through the song and be like,
so that'd be bad. That'd be bad. Because it's like, this is not what I paid for. And every time I'm home or somewhere else, you doing what you got to do. It's like, I want that same cadence.
And I think we got the privilege now, which was different from when Chess first started rapping, is a lot of his first battles he did that in, but they were edited so much that you couldn't tell that he slipped up. But for the people that's there live, it's just like, bro, this is 10 minutes wasted, and to me, you lost the battle. You lost the battle because you messed up, and dude was flawless. Whoever you battled was flawless. So
that is a fact. So
let me ask you this, because you say you were born in the Bronx. Of course, everyone who loves hip hop and knows hip hop knows that hip hop was created in the Bronx. Was it for you a lot more pressure to get into rapping because you're from the Bronx, or was it something like, you know, this is what I want to do?
No.
Okay.
I always wanted to be an entrepreneur
Mm.
as a kid, so I'm really want to be into cars and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I end up getting more and more into like rap and stuff. And because I was from the Bronx, it didn't really make me want to rap. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to rap because I knew I had I knew I had diversity. So all my friends was telling me like you should try it or whatever, and I tried it and people like it. So I don't sound like other people, so I don't know, I had fun with it. It's kind of fun, you know? So
As you should.
being
If you,
diverse, I really wanted to be diverse just because I am from the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
so you didn't want to like necessarily sound like that New York style, or you created your own?
Um, I didn't want to do what everybody else does, cause then it's like the only way to blow up out here, music is different from everywhere else compared to out here. Out here, you could blow up from mentioning people and doing all this extra stuff. Feel me? I don't want to
Right,
do that.
right.
That's not me. I want to make music. So I really want to be an artist. So for me to do that, I'd rather be diverse. But being diverse out here, you have to take everything that comes with it. So you not being able to blow up as fast, you probably sitting there thinking like, damn, is this really gonna work? I feel like quitting. Like that should be more the reason why you keep going. You feel me? Just because you from the Bronx, you don't gotta sound like everybody.
Right. I
I,
love that.
I think hip hop was really based on originality, and even like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
the early artists, they stood apart from each other. You know, like they had the similarities in the fact that they respected the craft and the lyricism, but you know, KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane did not sound alike. They was different,
Yup,
but they both
yup.
was great artists, but they were different. They
Great
stood out,
artists, but they different. Yup, yup.
and I think that's what's a problem that I have with hip hop right now is everybody sounds the same. What makes you different from the next cat coming out? So like,
Yeah,
man,
that is true. That is true. But the reason why everybody sound the same is because that's the sound that every now, like, I'm not gonna say we been had the drill sound over here, but it's like once we got a hold of it, everywhere else one didn't like only wanted to accept us for that. So for instance, if someone's being rewarded for being bad, you might be bad too, because you're not being rewarded for being good. You
right,
like,
right.
damn, he getting all this and he being bad. I might as well be bad too.
Right.
You feel me? So that is really monkey see, monkey do,
Monkey.
but
I was just about
with
to
the
say that.
results.
Yeah.
Well, which is really a sad state of affairs because people are feel like they forced to jump on this trend. Like, there's a couple of artists, like one I could think of, Kodak Black.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at his stuff before he actually started popping, dude could actually rap.
Yeah.
He didn't sound nothing like that, like the first stuff he did. But I think
Yep.
he saw that there was a lane in what he started doing, and he blew up off of that. So it's just like once you blow up off of that, it's kind of hard to go
That's all
back.
they're gonna know you for. Yeah. Yeah. That's all they're gonna know you for. So that's why I rather give my audience different type of music. So it's like I know y'all not gonna mess with all the songs I make, but I will always want to show y'all like I could get into those different calibers. You feel me? So
You got a little bit of everything for everybody.
yeah. Cause not everybody want to hear that shit. Like,
Right.
no disrespect to nobody. Like, y'all I'm not gonna lie. Like, they be doing their thing. Bronx be doing their thing. I'm not even gonna lie. We be doing our thing. But it's the only thing is like you also gotta remember like for your audience is that safe. Just because it's safe for you to do that and you to say that or whatever, you gotta remember like you in this for life. Your audience is not in this for life. Like, so you having your audience sing all that nonsense and stuff can get your audience hurt. I don't want none of my fans to get hurt based off my music. I want you to be able to blast my music wherever, however. Because some days I see myself in the Apollo. Some days, maybe not. Like,
So let me ask you this. So, because a lot of people always said that, if you don't want your children listening to these type of music, don't let them listen to it. But what you're saying and how you're speaking is like you're taking responsibility for what content you put out there to the
Yeah,
world. So I commend you for that because not a lot of people take a stance on that. Everybody's like, because of us not being censored anymore, people can just say and do whatever they want, forgetting that, of course, you have an
because you gotta
audience,
remember,
you have
like,
fans.
although although I'm not where I want to be yet,
Mhm.
which I will be, but people gotta understand, artists gotta understand, like, other people look up to you. Like,
Mhm.
just because you in the mud right now, when you get to where you gotta get to, people's gonna look at you and want to be like you. So you gotta understand, like, we all like crabs in a basket. So once one make it, we all trying to figure out how did you make it, because I want to make it too. So people want to live certain lifestyles, so when they watch you every day and see you do this, and you came from the same place they came from and you made it to where you made it, they want to be able to do that too, because
Right.
you're you're giving people hope, and that's what we tend as artists tend to forget. Like, although, like, we're not, like, sometimes we sit there and be like, we're not no life changers, but we are. You just
Facts.
not, you may have never seen the person you changed their life or whatever, but somewhere down the line, because of your music, you have changed someone's life. You made someone I really think and change their aspect on the world.
Mhm.
Definitely 100%. So coming from New York and like the you know how it's deeply rooted in hip hop like that. And I think like over the past few years, New York hasn't really been on top as much as the South has been on top. Do you
Mhm.
feel like it's pressure to kind of bring that back? Somebody like being from where you're from.
Mhm. Grabbing back the baton.
Yes. The reason why I say that is because you will have to find a way to do that without sounding like someone. Because you got to remember, we did that already, to really think about it. So if you want, like, it's not hard to be lyricist, like lyric, like, however you say that word, but
Lyrical.
lyrical. There we go. Thank you. It's not hard to be lyrical, but it's hard to do it and sound like yourself.
Right.
Because if you sit down and look back, we have so many examples to take from.
Mhm.
So it's like, why not? A bunch of us done listen to Lil Wayne and all this extra stuff. So it's like, why not? A lot of us grew up listening to Eminem,
Right. Right.
Tech Nine, all of them. So it's like, at the end of the day, for instance, you want to do that, we have a Dave East.
Right. Right.
We You feel me? We have people that's doing that. So it's like, how are you gonna do that and sound like yourself? And then if you do that, are you gonna take everything that comes with it? Because you might not blow up today or tomorrow. And that's something you have to be okay with.
For
Mhm.
real. It's a marathon, not a sprint in
Hello.
this hip hop game for real. Because
Yo,
and a lot of time people you blow up like these artists and you find out, oh, they've been around for years. But it's about building your fan base brick by brick. So
Mhm.
you
yo,
reaching out to
yo.
people and the fact I could tell you willing to reach out to people and talk to people. I think that really does help a lot.
Yeah. Oh, it's because,
Absolutely.
like, I sat down and actually, like, did my homework. Because it's like, I've been, like, I don't want to be like nobody, but, like, I've been growing up looking at, like, watching G Herbo.
Mhm.
And to see him come from somewhere so gritty and become the person he is, and I've been, like, listening to his music, watching interviews. Like, I literally sit down and watch artists' interviews and all that. Because it's like, it's things you could take from that. It's things you could learn from that, especially being new and up and coming. You feel me? You
Right.
do, like,
Definitely.
they all tell you, they do this to tell you, like, I don't want you to, they basically don't want you to make the same mistakes. They're not
Mhm.
telling you that, but if you pay attention, that's literally what's the message they're giving. They don't want you to make the same mistakes.
You gotta
So
read between the lines. Read between the
yeah, so
lines.
you sitting there being stingy and all that extra stuff, you could be blocking your blessings. You never know. At the end of the day, you
Right.
Mhm.
have to reach out. This whole thing is about networking. You feel me? Now you could be the cocky one, and be like, fuck niggas, da la la la. Excuse my language. Like, forget people. I'm not.
No, you can cuss on here, bro. It's the real. You don't have to edit this.
Say
he thought he had to be censored. No. We don't do that.
You feel me? So, like I said, like they'll sit there and want to be like other people, and like at the end of the day, like you just got to sit down and pay attention. You want to be cocky all day. Like, what do you get being cocky? Like, at the end of the day, like, now if you upcoming and you really blowing up and stuff like that, I understand why you would be cocky, because it's like it looked like everybody is looking for a handout. But at the end of the day, it's like, remember where you was at.
I think there's a difference between being cocky and then being confident in yourself. Like, you can still reach back in a controlled fashion. Like, you don't have to give everybody that thing, but it's as simple as when you out with somebody just saying, "What's up?
Yeah,
how you doing?"
Yeah,
be that approachable person.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how big I get or how much I blow up. I'm still you. You still me. We still the same.
I'm still like
You gotta maintain that humbleness.
Word. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think a lot of artists lose that, and I think I don't think it. I really
because look at what we going through though. Like, look how many artists done got like murdered and stuff. Like, it's really crazy. Like, this month alone been going crazy.
Yes.
This month alone been going crazy. Like, we done lost a couple Bronx artists, like Harlem artists. Like, it's really crazy. And at the end of the day, it's like now you got bigger artists saying like, I don't even want to do this no more. Like, I sat down and really thought about it, and I was like, I'm not in no position to be like, I don't want to do this no more. But I understand. Like, I understand why. Because it's very, like, I don't want to, like, I'm kind of contradicting myself just a little bit. Because I'm like, I don't want to be too friendly where everybody and anybody can just walk up and feel like they could do whatever. Because that's how you end up murder. Like, this is not, like, at the end of the day, this is not no place where you play around. It's never been like that. It never will be like that. Like, it only
but that's respected though, for you to move militant and for you to move strategically, because at the end of the day, you still live in the streets of New York. Let's not forget that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, like Jada said, you know, I'm not cocky, I'm confident, but when you tell me I'm the best, that's a compliment. Still maintaining that humbleness, but yet still creating those boundaries. Like, all right, bro, listen, I'm not gonna go party with y'all today. I'm gonna go this way. You understand what I'm trying to say? Right. You understand?
Yeah, and that's why that's exactly why I love my brothers or whatever, and my little form of group or whatever, because it's like they understand, and we all understand. Like, at some point in time, we're not even like, we do that now. So it's the fact that we move militant now just shows like, when we get there, ain't nothing going to change, because this is the lifestyle. Like, you want to survive, you got to be militant.
And when you do blow up, any real nigga from the streets gonna understand how you moving, and gonna respect you and approach you differently. Like, you got to go through certain channels to get to somebody, because shit ain't sweet out here, homie. So like, you can
like, for instance, not to cut you off. Like, for instance, I seen a famous person from TikTok the other day or whatever in the hood. And I was on the phone or whatever, and I could have swore it was them or whatever, but it was them. And I took my hands out of my pocket or whatever, and I walked up to him a little bit. We had like 10 inches away from each other, whatever. And I was like, you that famous? You that famous nigga from TikTok, right? Like, I'm watching your shit and this, that, and the third. He's like, yeah, bro. I gave him a pound, and I kept going. I was like, yo, bro, keep doing what you gotta do, bro. Especially because you one of the brothers, you feel me? Like, keep going, keep doing this, what you got to do, you feel me? He was like, I appreciate that, this, that, and the third, and I kept going. Like, I understand, he understand, like, I'm not about to sit here and like fan out and go crazy, but like, exactly, I'm just giving you your flowers. Like, exactly. I see you, my brother.
Exactly. Like, I've been like that since I was young. Like, I met Jackie Harry when I was like in high school. I don't know if you know who she is.
I love her.
Yeah, so we went to a play and we got to meet her, and everybody was flocking around her, you know, like to get an autograph and all of that. And I'm like, I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna sit to the side and wait to go.
Like, at the end of the day, you normal. Like,
so, and she actually approached me. Day, she actually approached me. She was just like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah," but I'm not gonna be one of those people that's bombarding you with questions and trying to get an autograph and a picture. And Why?
Exactly.
And she was like,
Why? Exactly. You're only human.
and she respected that so much. She said everybody always, flocks to me and all of that, and the fact that you didn't is respectful. And I'm just like, yeah, it's just a respect thing. It's just some days you don't want to be messed with.
Right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right. And you don't know what
So
type
you
of
understand.
reality that person is dealing with. Because, like you guys were saying, sometimes we forget that these people are human, and
Exactly.
we lose compassion for that. We just want to bogart them and forget they probably had a bad day today or something like that. So absolutely, I
And
agree.
being in the industry, you don't know really what kind of day they had because
Mm.
they could have
Yup.
the song you was banking on could have just flopped, and it's just like,
Yup.
damn, and you
Yup.
reading all
Marketing
these.
ain't going well. You're not making enough money exactly how you thought you was gonna make. Now you gotta, you feel me? Now you got a bad day. But these are things that people not from the outside not gonna know. You feel me?
They're not
So
gonna understand. You famous and you got money, so why
why is
your
you,
life
what you mean? Like, nigga, I gotta make this money back. Like,
exactly
this shit don't come
exactly.
from trees, nigga.
What J. Cole say is it's no such thing as a life that's better than yours.
Yup.
It's all
Yup.
about how you view it. It's all about if
Yup.
you're thankful for what you had. And
Yup.
a lot of people
Yup.
don't think about that. So it
Yup. A lot of people be happier than rich people. I'm telling you.
facts.
Well, that's
That's
because
one thing my parents told me.
your perception is not anyone else's reality. So if you just stay in your lane, this is why being yourself is important. And I seen that you post something earlier about haters and people not doing the work, and you mad at the next person for doing the work. But again, that's their reality. You understand what I'm trying to say? So for
Yeah.
you, my brother, I just say keep pushing, keep being consistent, and you're gonna get to where you need to get to no matter what.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing is I hate, like, I just figured this out last night. It's like I have to understand that everybody's not on my work ethic. So at the end of the day, it's like people work different, so you can't bash people because of how they work and they don't work on your time. You feel me? So
Facts.
I just had to get that type of patience or whatever.
And that's why I said it's important to take the game into your hands and record your own stuff. That's what it took for me. Because if I would have waited for somebody, it probably would have been another couple years. Like, and I was actually trying to get features on my mixtape that I just dropped, but I was just like, well, look, you can't get it done in time. Like, this is still coming out. I'll write a second verse myself. Like the feature,
Yeah.
So
Real shit.
it's the work ethic really is important. If you really want to do this, you got to really be willing to put in the time. And I'm telling you, bro, it's not easy when you're recording yourself because, especially if
I
you're
was just actually I've been doing it already. I record on GarageBand on my phone, and then I go to the studio and I re-record it. So I got some type of complex, and I had someone who was teaching me the ropes or whatever. So I've been doing my homework.
and when you end up recording it yourself, it's hard, but at the same time, it's fulfilling because it feels like, damn, I did this shit myself. And but you particular because it's you, so it's just like, oh, my voice, like people laugh at me sometimes. I sit there and record a verse like 10 times. I'm just like, that sounded
Hell
good.
yeah.
No, it wasn't right. No,
It wasn't right. Something was off. Yup. Only you will understand.
Yeah, it is like
I be in
no,
the studio doing that. They
I
be
meant
like,
to say
nah,
it
bro,
like
it's
this.
good.
Nope,
Nah, bro, I'm gonna do it
run
again.
that back.
All right.
But look, now you are in the position to where, because you said earlier that you wanted to just be an entrepreneur, and here along came rap. And so now here's your opportunity to be that entrepreneur, mastering and learning your craft to the point where you may not need anyone because you already have it figured out. Now, of course, you're going to need a team once the bigger you get, but you'll be able to pass down the knowledge that you learned to someone else, and that can just keep going. And there you go.
That's what
That
I
there
really
goes your
want to do.
team. There goes
That
your
is really
empire.
what I want to do.
Take it to the next level.
So do you want to stay independent or do you want to like get signed by a label? Because I think a lot of times people make the mistake of signing on to a label when they're too small. So the label gets to dictate
100%.
who you are. So I
I'm
think
going
independent.
100% independent. 100% independent. At the end of the day, I've been doing this independent. Like, I know how to market. I know how to do all that. At the end of the day, you can't do nothing. Like, you can't guarantee me them people are real. You can't. You feel me? I can guarantee you. One thing about it is, like, I can guarantee you all of this is organic. That's why I take it so long. And that's why I like it, because it's organic. I don't care. I rather have to take a long time being organic than being exactly where I want to be off of nothing but fakeness.
Right. Because these industries, like these labels and stuff, sell you people. It's just like
And
where did
plus,
these
what
do?
I don't understand is what I don't understand is that I'm the artist and you got to say so on what I should or should not do. It's like it don't make sense
Right.
at all. Like I can make a song that like really cuts deep, and you get paid off of that too. Why? You didn't go through none of that. I went through that.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
you feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like me writing a book, nigga, and you just put your name on it, nigga, and now you get publishers over that. But
Right.
but my story is about how I went through all this shit, lost all these people and all this shit, and you didn't go through a lick of that, but you want credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is though in the industry. Everybody got their hands in your pot. They're trying to get a piece of what you got.
A piece of your story, a piece
Exactly.
of your life story,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Because in order to even be able to express it, you either had to experience or watch someone experience that. And either way it goes, it's still a traumatic event, no matter what.
Yeah.
But that's not
Yeah.
normal to see dead bodies. That's not normal to go through. You know, one day you see somebody, the next minute you don't. Like, it's a lot of trauma behind and a lot of pain behind these words. And you both guys, as far as, you know, being rappers, there's pain behind your music. You can hear it. You
Yeah.
can feel it. And you got to respect it. You know, that's why it's always important, again, to stay consistent, keep it coming, because we need this. I think that there's going to be a major turnaround in music because people are tired of this bubblegum stuff and they want that real, raw, educated stuff.
Right.
That's a
Right.
fact.
Come
That is a
on,
fact. That is a
you
fact.
know?
I always feel
Every
like
time I do a poll on Instagram, they always rather real music, real like pain music than drill music. So
and I think it's coming very very soon. Like the time of the fake stuff is coming to an end real quick. People are starting to realize, you know, you just copy paste.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, everything
When you
like
need to
even
be
see
control
now
alt delete.
facts. Like there's 100 of you. Like at the end of the day, it's like when you do get signed and stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
being a drill artist that can't do multi things, it's like nigga, we seen you thousands of times. Like
Mm-hmm.
nigga, we've been trying to like we got our eyes on a thousand of you. Like
And then
so at the end of the
you get
day,
these cats that don't even know how to conduct themselves in an interview, or you
At
know,
all.
they get on the Breakfast Club or somebody else's podcast and they couldn't even talk right, and you can see it
you feel
like
me?
they
At
look
all.
shook. They
You
look
ain't
shook when they get up
exactly.
there. It's just like you're
Exactly. I'm
not
not gonna
ready
lie,
for
I'll be
this.
scared. I'll be scared, but at the end of the day, like I'm very articulate. Stop playing with me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't play that. Go read your book. Go read
Right,
your
as you
book.
should be, as you
So
You
should.
feel me? So
if you could explain to somebody your style, how would you explain it?
Mm.
I got modes. I got modes and switches. So basically
Mm.
it's like I got a diversity mode where it's just like I can make like I can make shit you would never even think I can make. Like that's when I'm on my Lil Uzi Vert shit, want to do melodic shit, want to just doing shit. We just doing shit like TikTok shit. We just doing shit. And then I got like real rap, like real pain music, while I speak about things that I've went through and how I've overcome that. I had my playful days. I don't really got playful days no more. And I want to make sad music.
Mm.
And I got club music when I get
So
my little dancer waves. So
you making like all ends of the spectrum, like
yeah, cause like I grew up around so much changes. So it's like got
Mhm.
R&B, got breakdancing, got Get Light, got like Jersey stepping. Like we got a lot. We got so it's like I grew up around all that. At the end of the day, it's like a lot of people had like haven't heard that type of music in a long time.
Mhm.
But I still remember it. Like, it's cool. Like, at the end of the day, like, I got a track I'm working on that's like for Get Light music. People don't know. I ain't really want to tell people, but like, it's like I could do a lot. I could really do a lot at the end of the day. So it's always good to, you know, keep your fans on the edge of their seat.
And for those who don't know what Get Light is the chicken noodle soup. Just think of the chicken noodle soup song. That's Get Light. That's the beginning of it.
Word.
Taking me way back for real.
I'm telling you.
With a soda on the side.
Wow. So have you crafted your first full body of work yet, or are you still working on it?
What do you mean by that?
Like your first full project?
I've been working on it. Yes, I've been working on it. I told my fans I was gonna give them a jersey project, but it's not with your normal jersey beats that you would hear every time. Like it's not a Bandman Real beat per se. He nice, no disrespect to him. He's dumb nice. I fuck with what the boy got going or whatever, but I tried to like derail myself from that.
Okay.
So, the name of the project will be called The Other Side of Jersey.
Hey.
Because I believe like, no, I'm not from Jersey, but I got family from Jersey or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I've heard their music multiple times, and I've heard their club music multiple times. So it's like, I feel like it's they got two different lanes of
definitely
of club music. So they got like, for me, they got like Bandrilla, and then they got what's this boy name? He not from Jersey, but what's his name? Skywater or Ski Water. He used slower Jersey beats. They're not so up tempo.
Okay.
So I chose that. I chose those type of beats to basically say like, basically make an other side of Jersey club.
I definitely understand where you're coming from. I see what you're trying to do. I see
that is dope, and I think like it's kind of hard not to be influenced by somebody that's so close, because I'm aware that Jersey just right over the bridge from New York, right? So
yes, sir.
That's like here in Cali, where you know the Northern California rappers and Southern California rappers, we ping off of each other. Like a lot of that slang that you hear came from up north, but when you hear Snoop Dogg say D.O. double jizzle, that came from up north. That all of that jizzle for shizzle, all of that came up from up north. So like we kind of ping off of each other, even though we're not from there. You know, we're
not from, but the sound carried through. You feel me? So that's one thing sound will always do, carry through.
Exactly, and I think that's what the difference is too with this culture now is we have people like, because when I grew up, it was you was only kind of listening to who was popping in your area. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you didn't have cable. I grew up broke, so I didn't have
gangster.
I didn't have no cable, so it was just like I was on Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and then when I got cable and shit, I'm like, oh, Jay-Z, Nas. I'm like, oh, okay. And so now everybody. You don't know. Sometimes you don't even know where somebody is from unless they say it. And
right.
So,
that's a fact.
So you can get influenced by it. So it's like, who are some of your influences as far as hip hop goes?
Busta Rhymes, Eminem, Tech Nine, G Herbo, Lil Wayne, Old Drake.
And there is a difference, y'all. There's
definitely a difference. I'm not arguing with none of you Drake stands. There's definitely a difference. Who else? Chief Keef, Lil Reese. Yeah, that was yeah. I had a whole lot of mixed emotions of music.
That is real dope. So you took from a lot of different, like, yeah, that's real dope, because it's crazy to see that people are getting influenced by these artists that are fantastic artists, like a Tech Nine and a Lil Wayne. You would think that they couldn't be further apart, as far as the spectrum. But you find out that when Wayne was locked up, Tech Nine went to go visit him. So because he
we don't
respected
know what the
and
conversations was like.
And also, like for now, like since the newer way of me rapping and stuff, I would say like Sleepy Hollow, Chef G, some of my brothers who make music. Who else? Who else? Like who influenced me? I wouldn't really say influenced me, but Shy K, like it's certain shit I like about like the new people that's out or whatever who blew up from down here. I wouldn't really say influence is crazy. I would say like
it could be a difference between influence and an inspiration. But you can get
yeah,
inspired by
like
hearing somebody.
yeah, like seeing when they was coming up and stuff like that, like TG Crippy, all of them. It inspired me because they was bringing out music like and videos like every week, and it was like, damn, these niggas is really working. And the fact that they was doing that by themselves to get to where they at now, although they signed now, which is good because that's where they wanted to be for me. But I found that like that shit made me want to get up and really take this shit into perspective. Like, nigga, these niggas is doing it. They younger than you. Get the fuck up. Go do that. You feel me? So that's what I had to do. Only things I didn't want to sound like people. So I had to sit down and really find my sound.
Let me ask you this. Do you have the support that you feel that you need in order to keep going? Because, you know, some people, they coming up, they're like, I didn't have that support. You know, I had to do this shit solo by myself all the time. Do you have that group of support?
Yeah, yes, and no. I say yeah because I got a lot of people who really mess with my music and text me on a day to day on when music, and when I see them in person, they be like, "Yo, bro, when's the new music?" This, that, and the third. They really consider that I'm an artist, and I respect them. But certain things get me mad where it's like, I'm not watching nobody else, but it's like the fact that like I know, fuck it, I'm gonna just say it. You suck. There's proof of fact you suck. I'm not cocky, but word to me, you're not better than me. I'm not sending this out to nobody, but like I've heard some people's music and you suck. I'm not saying I'm the best of the best, but like I've heard the difference between what I've used to sound like and what I sound like now. Back then I sucked too, nigga. So what? Oh well. Like I had good
we all been through that
like,
phase. We all been through that phase.
I ain't really like the way how I sounded a little bit. You feel me? So oh well, I suck too, but you rapping longer than me, you suck. You really do suck. But you got more like people. Okay, you mess with more people than I do. So of course you would be pushed more than I would be. And the only thing is certain things that like that does get me mad. But I have to sit down and understand like nigga, those are their friends. They're doing what they're supposed to do. But it's like nigga, you suck. And you dead ass suck. So it's no way you should be like getting more views than me and all this extra shit. But I just keep my head down and keep doing it. So I would say yes. I would say yes. I have the recognition from the people I would like, although I'm not doing this for people. And no, because I'm not on a worldwide spectrum yet.
Okay.
How is your circle of friends as far as that goes? Because I feel like a lot of times rappers have too many yes men in their corner that's gonna tell them this shit fire when it's not.
And
you gotta
that's exactly what a lot of people have. Yes men. I don't have yes men. My brothers is gonna tell me like, nigga, that ain't it. That ain't. Try again. Like I ain't fucking with that. Like
yeah, go back to the board.
Word, go back to the board, boy. And I respect that because we've been doing that ever since kids. Those are my brothers. Like, so at the end of the day, we're there to put each other in check. We're there to make sure that we not slipping. You feel me? So we supposed to be watching to make sure we could pick up the slack where our brothers left off. So at the end of the
Nice.
day, I'm glad. I'm actually glad they're not making me out here make some bullshit.
I think it should come from your team first.
Mhm.
That you know, because that's what's gonna make you the best. And it's like, I and then it's a little challenge type thing. Okay, well, and then like a real nigga gonna tell you like, hey, you could do better than that.
You can do better than that. Like, it's no disrespect. Like,
Right.
I be in the studio with my brother, nigga. We was doing a song or whatever, bro. He was hopping on a song straight off the freestyle, and I was like, nah, bro, go. I need that energy. It's like, nah, scratch that. I need that energy, nigga. He gave me that energy. I'm like, yeah, bro. It's vice versa, bro.
Constructive
there,
criticism.
Yeah, like, I'm not sitting here telling you, oh, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third, nigga. I listen to your music. I consume your music, gang. So this is why I'm telling you this. I'm not telling you, and then that's why I fuck with my brothers so much, because they respect that. At the end of the day, I listen to your music, nigga. So, like, for instance, I got a brother named Lil Rich or whatever, and he make melodic music. My son fire, my boy fire. Sometimes I be telling him like, yo, bro, come join the drill realm for a little bit. You feel me? Because like, for you, it's cool. Like, it's not as so cool as for me, but it's for you, it's cool because you melodic, nigga. So you done did a lot. So at the end of the day, like, this is left for you to do. Like, he be fucking with it.
I think it's dope to challenge yourself to make a different type of music, because that's what I did with my mixtape. Like, I had people challenge me, okay, you need to make a singing song. I'm just like, damn, like, I've never really did a whole song while I was singing. I'm just like, okay, now I'm challenging myself to make like kind of like a rock hip hop fusion song. I'm just
that's my next goal, to make a rock what's his name? Playboy Cardi type song. But with more vocals.
Right. I think that's dope to challenge yourself to do that, because it makes you a better artist and a more all around artist. Because at then you can start working with different people. And I always wanted to make. I always felt like I could collaborate with anybody. That's how I feel like.
Because you're versatile.
You
know, your versatility is amazing. And so when you have that, and you know that you have that, and you master it, it's like, okay, I can go in a booth with this person, that person, this person, and be yourself, be authentic, but you know you got some fire shit.
Exactly. And that's what makes music so beautiful is the fact that you can collaborate with so many people, and you don't have to necessarily go to their style. Don't have to come to your style. Y'all can merge them and make something amazing. Like
we can make a banger.
Right. Sometimes it's cool to collaborate with somebody that's like you, like, you know, like a Fab and Jada take. But sometimes it's fire to have somebody that has two different styles. Like, look, and y'all can make a whole project together and make something just amazing.
And from that originality comes the competitiveness, because you're like, hey, I'm from this way, you're from that way. We're gonna come together, but I'm the best this way.
Right.
And I'm gonna make anyone that way come this way. You know, so that's
I want to make
the
a song
beauty
with
in
a
art.
Memphis rapper or someone who has an accent.
Okay.
That's real dope.
International.
There's this dude on TikTok who actually does that, where he does a spin the globe type thing, where he spin the globe and he'll collaborate with an artist from whatever country his finger lands on.
Oh shit. That's
and I was like, that's fire, because like music is music, bro. And sometimes they rap in their own language or whatever. I always thought that was fire to have somebody that's rapping in English or French on the same track. It's fire, bro. Like, especially
that'd be dope.
Fire, word, something different.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years and in the next 10 years, and how far do you want to take this hip hop thing?
I haven't thought that far, but I kind of have a little bit. I would like to at least have generational wealth and be able to take care of anybody I want to, and put all my brothers and anybody who I have their love for in whatever position they would like to be in. So one day, nigga, I wake up, you wake up, nigga, you be like, I want to be a chef, or I want to fly planes, or I want to do this, nigga, I want to be a security guard. Nah, fuck that. I want to hold my own store. I want to, like, I bet, let's make that done. Let's get that done right now, nigga. Let's do that. For me, because at the end of the day, we struggled for so long, so might as well, not everybody's into what you into. As long as you make it and you into what you into and you getting whatever you gotta get done, nigga, your family's good. You gotta make sure everybody else is good.
I always thought that was dope. It reminded me of a Ludacris lyric where he said he put all of his partners on. He put one of his boys through culinary art school, and now he's his personal chef. So that bread, he get it. Like that's
real shit.
That's
like,
dope.
Keep the money in the circle.
Yeah, I want my brothers and them to work for me. Like at the end of the day, it's like if you don't want to do what I do, at the end I'm in music, but I got brothers who's into streaming. I got another brother who's a security guard. I got another brother who's into the army. I got brothers all over. So at the end of the day, it's like I want y'all to be able, like, I want to be the key, and I signed up for that. At the end of the day, like growing up, I always wanted to be the key. I always want to help my mom, help my dad, like give back. Because at the end of the day, I was a badass kid. So I grew up wanting to be the key. And someday I just had to wait, and I'm still waiting. But still, at the end of the day, I'm getting closer and closer to being that key.
I wish more people had that mindset of putting your man's on instead of giving your man's a handout. And people, you know, like
I wouldn't have learned this, not to cut you off. I wouldn't have learned this if I didn't watch interviews. If I didn't watch like G Herbo, Bandman Kevo, like all these people who really talk about shit like that. If I Moneybag Yo, all these niggas, like at the end of the day, if I didn't sit down and watch that, I wouldn't have known that for myself. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I could just get up. Yo, bro, what you want to do? Here's 50,000. Here's 30,000. Here's this. Here's that. Here's that. Here's this. Yeah, I could do that, but then I end up thinking and learning like that person don't got the capability to make that back as fast as you do.
Right.
So why not put them instead of they coming? I learned this even from fucking Boosie and shit. It's like, why have them keep coming to you for something when you can put them in the position where they would never have to ask you for shit, and they could take care of their own family.
Right.
What Jay-Z say? If everybody in your crew eating, nobody will ever fall because everybody will be each other's crutches. You could fall and they gonna pick you back up. Hey, we got you.
I want to be able. Nigga, I want to be able to walk into any place and you look at me and my brothers and them, you can't tell who's bigger than who, because I want all of us to look like the same shit. We all kings, and that's what we gonna look like standing beside
everybody gonna have to look like Mulla, baby.
Yeah, simple.
It's just that simple, right?
I wanted to ask, how did you come up with your name, your stage name?
Boom. I was in a studio with, 2 months before going to the studio. No, 3 months before going to the studio, I had made my own song with my brother Lil Rich or whatever. But he was there, but he wasn't on the song. But he was in the studio when I made the song, and my name was Danny Stars or whatever. And he had ended up a couple months after that. He ended up making a song, and he had my Facebook name was Danny Mulla or whatever with 1 L, and he ended up putting my name in the song. He ended up saying it that way or whatever, and I had went back to the studio. Yeah, and I had ended up going back to the studio with him, and this the day that we did like my 3rd track or whatever for the first time, and he got on it or whatever, and shit's still on my page or whatever, and he was like, I was doing my intro, and I normally do my intro, and I say my name in my intro or whatever, and I was like Danny, I had said Danny Stars, and he was like, nah, bro, don't do that or whatever. Keep your name Danny Mulla, and I was like, why or whatever, and everybody in the studio was like, yeah, bro, keep your name Danny Mulla, and I was like, why, for what? Or whatever. He was like, I already put your name in the song, blah 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 blah. And I was like, I was like, let me hit a bar or whatever. I heard the bar. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I like how that name rings. So I ended up taking that because of him. So I would say I had that name. I had an idea to make that name, to choose that name, but he finally stamped it.
Okay.
That's real dope.
Right.
So, Lay, do you have any other questions before I give the floor to Danny?
No, man, you keep going. You're amazing. Thank you for even stopping by to talk to us. You know, for you to be such, for you to be so young and, wanting to be in this industry and this life. I just say, be consistent, never change who you are, and just keep it real, man. You understand?
That's ma'am.
Stand niggas don't lean. You feel me? So
Word. 10 toes down.
absolutely.
Well, we both really appreciate you coming on, Danny. I want to give the floor to you. I want you to shout out all your social medias and tell people anything that you want them to know about you right now.
I'm on Instagram, Danny Mulla, 2 L's in the Mulla. You feel me? Same thing for Instagram. I got TikTok. It's the same thing. No, TikTok. No, Instagram is that Danny Mulla 1_. And my TikTok is the same thing. My YouTube, all my music is on my YouTube. My YouTube is Danny Mulla, 2 L's or whatever. Yeah, I'm on all social medias or whatever. Soon by the end of this month, I'm gonna make it a goal to be on all platforms or whatever. I shout out at my SBM brothers for staying down with me. Really supporting me. I support all my fans. Like, thank you for all the support. I'm gonna keep doing this for you or whatever. And to all my artists who's doing this and underground or whatever, never be diverse. That's one thing I say. Be diverse. Don't get pulled into the wave, the trend. Like, you may dibble and dabble, but don't make that be the rest of your career, because that's all people gonna know you for. You feel me? Don't criticize people for not liking your music if they don't like your music or whatever. I would say give them a reason to like your music.
That's what's up, bro. So thank you for coming on again. You have an open invitation, and if you have any other artists that you want to put us on to, you got both of our Instagrams, just tell them, just keep it real on the Real podcast.
I will do. That's
much
a fact.
love, brother. Peace.
Much love.
Bye.
That was
good.
That was real dope. Danny Mulla was a great guest. It's cool to see these younger artists like knowing where it came from, and the fact that he got respect for the new and the old school. That's all we be asking. We don't tell these new cats to not like the new shit. It's cool.
Not at all.
Just know both of them. Know where this shit came. For real.
That's okay. Now I was saying that the fact that you said he wasn't feeling well, I thought that his answers would have been short, and I would have to keep asking questions. But he held his own. Like, he really was like a good guest.
Definitely. Well, we appreciate all the people who watched today. We got more podcasts coming, like we said.
Absolutely.
Also, if you have not watched last week's podcast, which was the game of 50 Cent, go vote.
It is hard.
Let us know who won in the comments, please.
Yeah, I already know who won, so I don't even need to look at the comments.
I mean, yeah, but much love. We appreciate all you guys, and it's been real, y'all. Peace.
West is an army, so we march and shoot. Watch out for them killers, they may target you. Ain't no game playing, they really